All right, first thing we have to talk about is the actual target zones. You want to come out here? Biggest mistake people make is the target center mass. Now, this is great if you have a firearm because it's how you kill somebody. But when you're using your hands for hand-to-hand combat, close combat training, you need to target movable parts of their body that are going to force reaction out of them, which is anywhere above their neck, thank you, and anywhere below their waist. That includes groin, feet, legs, shins, whatever. We're going to target these specific areas in all the moves of the close combat toolbox. And the first thing we're going to have to do is stop the attack. So back up. And so now whether somebody is coming at you, whether somebody is up in your face, whether somebody is driving at you, they want to hurt you, they're going to be coming forward. You have to stop this momentum before you start going back on your heels. All right? Anytime you go back on your heels, your fear-induced state and your accelerated heart rate shoot through the roof. The concept is to drive him backwards and switch and turn the tables. So if he's coming forward, first thing we need to do is we need to do some sort of stop technique. We have to stop the forward momentum, and then we can drive back into him. There's three main things or main techniques and tactics in close combat training that accomplish this. The first one is the finger dart. Finger dart is, you can just stand natural. Come right here. Finger dart is literally just whipping your hand out. Again, these are all gross motor movements. Nothing's complicated, all right? This is not, we're going for the eyes. We're not going to tweak the nose, pull the hair, anything. All we're doing is flicking our hand out and hitting the face. This can be anything. It can be, if you have a drink in your hand, you can throw your drink in their face. You can flick your fingers out, hit them anywhere. There's no specific target except for above the collarbone, right? Neck and above. You can literally also, once you get good at it, you can come back and you can flick them in the face, which is literally just a pop. And you want to talk about something that will just literally be a fight ender is somebody comes and gets in your face and you pop them in the face and that's it, sorry. And that a lot of time, people are not used to getting hit. And so you saw right then, as soon as I hit him in the face, he took just a step back. I mean, we're kind of fooling around, but that is literally what happens, is that when they come forward, and you stick your hands out, you hit them in the face, you flick them, it doesn't really matter where it goes. Eyes, again, forehead, neck, mouth, anything. Right? It just gives you a fraction of a second that you need to start your forward drive. Another technique that we can use is called a whip kick. And the whip kick is basically the same thing as the finger dart, but it targets below the waist. So somebody's coming in, and you boom, you pop them right in the shin. It doesn't matter how it goes, all right? If you have martial arts training, you can literally bury a front kick, but it takes a little time, all right? If you're standing casual and guys come in and kick you, and you kick them in the shin, that wasn't pleasant, was it? Doesn't matter how it comes. It can be a whip to the front. It can be a whip, come here. It can be a whip to the front of the shins. It can be, when we go through the different linear attacks, we'll cover this also, but it can be whip with the side if you're not paying attention. It can be whip to the back. You can combine it with the finger dart. You can do what's called purring, which is using the instep of your foot, and this hurts like a bastard. And you whip on the inside of their foot. This, again, depends on how angry the person is at you. Depends how much adrenaline they have pumped through the system, how much alcohol they have through the system, how much drugs they have, whatever it takes. But as soon as they come forward and you do any of these, that's stopping, right? This is it. This is the whole changeover of a fight. If you can't do this and the guy just keeps on bowling you over, I don't care what happens next, you're in trouble. You have to just do these over and over and over. Finger dart, whip kick, and then of course the third one is called the tiger claw. Take off your hood so they can see me rake your face. Come over here. All right, tiger claw is not, all right, it is not just a palm strike, all right, that they teach in martial arts or whatever else. It is literally, when you think of a tiger claw, it is literally a tiger coming out, swatting the face and clawing the face. Doesn't matter where they go, doesn't matter where on the head you hit, doesn't matter if you hit the neck. In fact, I'm going to show you a little later, we're going to use a tiger claw as a stop hit, all right? It's still above the collarbone and still stopping an attack if they're going to punch you or whatever else. But the tiger claw is coming in, grabbing the face and pushing it back, Right? If you want to rake down, you can. If you can get into the eyes, that's all well and good. If you stick your finger in their ear like a bowling ball on either side and push, right? This is what's going to knock them. Not only is it going to stop the attack, but it's going to knock them off balance. Come, just stand right here. A little later, we're going to learn the 8 angles of attack. Well, there's also 8 angles of weight distribution, which is called kazushi in Japanese. And it's to both sides, forward, back, and then to, you don't have to be so dramatic. You can be
You're about to knock me down.
to the corners. And in judo and jiu-jitsu, these are the corners that you have to break balance to first before you can throw the guy or knock him down. So this is things that you don't really have to think about. It's just a little bit more explanation. So when the tiger claw, whether you're using the tiger claw as a stop, the finger dart, the whip kick, whatever, the guy is going to not only stop, but generally go to one angle. However, you can't depend on any of that, all right? The only thing for these stop techniques, which are, again, the finger dart, the whip kick, and the tiger claw, the only thing you can depend on it for is to give you one fraction of a second so you can drop your elevated heart rate, raise his elevated heart rate, and prepare to drive back into him. Anything else is just gravy on top. So let's run through these 3 one more time. Guy's coming in at you, boom, finger dart. Stop for a second, all right? Go back out, comes back in, now paying attention, boom, whip kick. Stops for a fraction of a second. Come back out, come back in, boom, tiger claw. Stops for a fraction of a second, all right? Except for the tiger claw, these moves obviously are not going to kill anybody, instant ninja on the spot, all right? But again, that's not the whole point. Come on in. As long as this forward momentum, and I can't stress this, I know I'm repeating it, I can't stress it enough. If you do not stop this forward momentum, you literally then have a fight on your hand. This is why fights go to the ground. This is why people get hurt. This is why police officers can't stop people that are coming straight at them, right? You have to stop the attack so you can go on the offensive next, which is when we take the fight to them, and that's how you win a fight.